Well, no growlies yet. It did make a little funny sound there when it started, but that was, I think, the air conditioning compressor starting up for the defrosty stuff. That's the default setup in that thing when you remote start it. So it doesn't do that like I've been hearing on some of these videos. So far we're good. But anyways, we've had a pretty huge major rain and stuff here. Rained pretty good last night. The river's up, swelling pretty good, I would say. We're even getting pieces of wood floating down from who knows where. Wow. Wood. Yeah, it's quite amazing where and how stuff gets down the river, down towards us here. I've had those, you know, full-size, oh, they set the Dewey off. I've had the full-size styrofoam coolers somehow float down here, and they get all lodged and stuff down below more for, don't ask me. Stuff like that, you never know. Soccer balls, footballs, anything pretty much that could float, right? It's kind of weird. But anyways, today is go get chicken day. We're gonna go get some chicken, 2 chickens. We're gonna get one brown one, hopefully, and one white one, hopefully, and load them in the back. We got a little carrier in the back of the truck. We're gonna take them, put them in there, and then bring them home. So I don't exactly know how much filming I'll get done here for you until we maybe get home, but oh, now they killed it on me. Try that again. See what happens if you open the door, maybe. I don't know. It's an alarm thing. Anyways, let's get heading over. Well, she's a rainy day in Pizzaville again. But we're almost over to the place here. We've got approximately 5 minutes, and we are also in Mennonite country, Amish country, whatever you want to call them as. Oh man, buddy just hit a good pothole there. Anyways, there's one carriage and horse, or trailer and horse, or whatever you call them. Horsing, just horsing around.
That horse had a beard.
Yeah, beard. But anyways, yeah, we're almost there. I don't really think they'll let me film too much around there. They're tapped their birch trees there.
Yummy.
Birch sap. I don't know. I guess it'll be alright. But holy, there's the river. Mud river. But yeah, anyways, this is a little town called Floradale. And I don't really know what they offer here. It's just a little town, I guess. A little restaurant there. Not too much. Not too much. Still got broken trees over here though. Lots of damages and stuff still from that storm. Hillcrest Home Baked. Yummy. There's a great big feed mill thingy, I do believe here. Yeah. Floradale feed mill. Great big feed place. So if you're hungry for feed, that's it. Floradale feed mill. There you go. That means we're almost there. Sweet. Well, I don't know what my lady in my phone's saying here, but she says the place is on the right. It's not on the right, it's on the left. It's right here. So I don't know what she's on about, but Pullets Plus Hobby Flock Specialists. There you go. We only went 2. So that's the joint. Looks like they got some new buildings and stuff, which is pretty sweet. How the frick do I get in here? I guess this one.
That garage door is cool.
Yeah, they got a car parked in their garage door. It's kind of, yeah, that's right. It's always kind of weird coming in here. It's like you're coming into someone's house, but then all of a sudden you're at the place.
You may not play on the swing.
Do not play on the swing. Oh, see, they've got Deweys here. Maybe we should just throw one of those in the back, too.
You don't need an extra.
You never know.
They got like 1 chicken.
Oh, baby chicken houses. Okay, let's go see what the deal is. All right, we got everything. Bag of feed, a little watering thing. I really like their pens there. I might even come get one of those. We got 1 brown, 1 chocolate, and 1 vanilla, tells the guy. He's like laughs and laughs. Biosecurity in effect. Yeah, they won't let you in there. So this will be the white one. And
this is the vanilla chicken.
This is the vanilla. There really wasn't very much to film in here and around there. They don't let you look at anything, so I guess since it's raining and crappy, we'll just load this chook into the back and go have dinner or head her home. I mean,
Go get your chicken out.
oh, if I can focus. I like this guy's vinyl stuff he's put on his truck. There you go. Blue cows. Cool. Oh, yummy. It's turned to srain. Srain. Snow and rain. Srain. New word. Srain. What a nasty day. It's funny because it was raining at home earlier, but now it stopped over there, I guess. Now it's raining crappy here. Oh well. Dorking. Oh, missed it, I think. This town's called Dorking. Oh well. Well, we got home. We got home with them. Hey in there, chicken. I'm gonna close that because it's kind of chilly, isn't it? This thing actually did leak a little bit. This crappy thing. So I don't know. We're gonna try them in this thing, but I seen those other pens they had over there. I kind of like them a lot better. Hi, what are you doing? Chocolate and vanilla? Getting some food. Yummy. We got some water. Have a drink. Now you got it full of stuff. Yeah, loony dicks. Loony dicks. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you already got it full of stuff, you knobs. Oh well. I'll still drink around it. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna try them in this thing, but I kind of like those other ones a lot better. So, because then, you know, the feed can all that can go inside in the building itself, right? It's a lot bigger than this thing. Not very wide, but, you know, it's enough you could probably put about maybe 10, 15 chickens in it. Or this is all right, but I did notice inside that, pardon me, that pan has some wet and drip all over it, so it's actually leaking through the slats here. It's coming down and it's just kind of sitting and then leaking down through and then dripping in. So these should have been a lot further down, you know, but that's their design. So I mean, I guess you could run a bead of silicone right through here. That would probably slow it down an awful lot. But yeah, I don't know, they haven't come out yet. We haven't put the little run thing on for them. It's kind of a long jump for them, but they're just in here. They've only been here about 10 minutes or so, so they're probably like really looking over their new surroundings. What do you think? Hello. Hello. It's a little small, isn't it? Oh, a little small. So the brown one is Chicken Nugget. Dylan called her Chicken Nugget. And the white one, we're not 100% sure yet what Laura was going to call her. So that's where you poop your eggs out, in there. But anyways, we'll leave them in here, and I don't know, I might end up hooking up my big trailer and going over and grabbing one of those bigger pens. I kind of just not crazy on this little guy. Now she's snowing out. Really? Holy cow, what's the date? Like the 28th or 9th or whatever it is today of March? See, the gate's been blowing a bit, so maybe I'll go tie him back up. It's gotten kind of blustery out here. Holy. Man. So we'll just put that other little tie on, tie him down. I just want to go down here and check the water situation. Looks like it's pretty high-ish. It's just overflowed right now. I don't know so much that there's actually beaver dams. Well, it's aiding it, that's for sure, but it's definitely overflowing a little bit. This one, I don't even know if I can get down here too much further. Look, I did drive through here with the little machine. You wouldn't know it, but I did. I'm not going to go down there anymore. I got my rubber rubber boots on, but we'll just maybe go this way. I want to have a look at the other side here, though. Yeah, she's a little overflowing today. Glad I got my rubberized boots on. She's not actually as bad as when the beaver dam was here. It was all, this whole area was covered. Try not to get too much crap on this lens here, but you can still kind of sort of mostly almost get down here. Well, that's not too bad. The whoa, where'd that guy come from? The doesn't look like the dam's doing too much for him today. She is just going everywhere right now. Holy, it's actually quite full. So this is exactly where I was sitting with the machine and grabbing and ripping. But she's just overwhelmed today, I think, more than anything. So, overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Oh well, what can we do? Let her flow out, I guess. All right, well, we're gonna bear some weather. It's not really too bad. A little blowy and stuff. It was supposed to be 80+ km/h winds gusts today, so that would have sucked the other day if the ice was still on the trees and it was doing that. But anyways, we're gonna go back and check out the leaf pile. I was asked to check the leaf pile out here from last fall to see how she's mushed down. Honestly, I don't think it's gone too far since last fall. Now, I was in there and I don't think I recorded it. I was in there and pushed it all into a big pile. Figured it might melt a little better, we'll say. If it was in a big heap, and so I did. I put it into a big heap, and I figured it would get a little more heat underneath and stuff, and start melting better and stuff. But I don't know if it's really gone down much. Let's go have a look. Well, it's maybe gone down a little bit. I don't think that much. Maybe a little bit. I just kind of raked her, pushed her all into a big heap, right? And hoping that it would kind of air it a little bit, and they're still dry. They're still a bit dry under there, so let's see here. Find us a nice spot. Yeah, they're quite dry in there still. Well, there's a bit of going mushy. They're still pretty leafy yet. Oh well. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I think it's mostly because our winter was kind of crap here and we didn't get that good thick blanketing of snow. Well, that stayed. And that would have kept some more heat in those things, and it probably would have been pretty much broke down to maybe a couple of foot pile. Now it's still, in the center is probably 5.5, 6 foot still. So I probably should come in there and stir it all up again. Now I think there actually was some around the backside that I didn't stir up. No, that's right. And this thing packs her in there so tight. These would probably look just like I put in there yesterday. Still like a hard bale. Ugh. Pretty much. Pretty much packed. It's so hard and dense down there yet. Like I couldn't even. It's like a freaking straw bale, packed in real tight. So I don't know. It's all these nice layers of leaves, right? But for some reason, maybe it would be more inside. It just really hasn't heated up the way it should. Now maybe once we get some stronger sun days on it, that'll maybe help too, get her a bit more heat in the bottom there. But I bet you if I dug in there right to the center, it's probably pretty warm. But yeah, I don't know, it's I'm gonna blame it on the winter. Well, I think this tree was the worst tree hit in here. She split-soided in the middle there. And I think that, what was that one? I can't remember. It might have been an old cherry tree or something. But that's, I think, the worst in here. And she's not holding on by much up there, really. Little tug with the tractor, I'm sure that would rip that off. But this back in here really doesn't pertain to a whole lot for anything. There's supposed to be a road come from the back field where the leaf pile is through here up to the gazebo eventually, but they have no intentions of doing one probably for a long time. So, I mean, that'll prevent somebody from trying to drive through here and being idiots. They used to come back here and, you know, hide back in here and drinking their stuff or whatever. And so I put some stuff in the front here so they can't get in here anymore as easily. But anyways, yeah. The kids I'm referring to would come and do their drinking back in here. So, but anyways, I've sort of stopped that now since I put this pile of stuff here and stuff. So, yeah. So that one branch that was down in front of the mausoleum over there, that's this thing. And a couple other ones too. So it does some pretty good chips. Chips are up pretty good, I think. This would be that tree there. Fresher looking stuff. So it looks like it's chewing up pretty good, but I think I'm going to go up to the garage right now. Oh, let's make a little volcano. There. Perfect. Bird nest. Let's go up to the garage. I just want to have a look at the blades on that thing and see how they're looking. There's a bunch of scabs on that tree too. I want to go up there and have a look at that. Well, there's a couple of hangers. Not really too bad. There's just a couple of guys here. These ones I can just drag to the bush. Might as well do that while I'm here. And a couple other ones in there, but nothing really too bad. Oh, this guy lost one. I should be able to reach him with my pole saw though. Can't quite do much with them right now. I don't have a saw with me. This tree up here is another one of them barely touching and snaps off. I have no idea how they survive at all in the wild or in growing stages. There's a couple, looks like off of here. I might even come back and drop that whole branch off of here. Maybe the other one that's hanging really low. Surprised that didn't break actually. Really surprised. This one I've taken so many bits and pieces off from time to time. It should just probably all come down really, but and this one up here, it's hanging pretty low. Don't think I can quite reach that though. That's well, I might be able to. If I put all whatever I got, 4 sections plus the saw, 4 sections plus the saw, which is way too much for that machine, but it looks like this one's down. Just a snap. This little guy got her. That's okay. These are these horrible, crappy cottonwood trees, or I think that's what they're mostly called. They're fairly strong, but oh, that one couldn't handle her. But you cut these things when they're green like that. Oh man, the smell is just freaking nasty out of them. Oh, it's like, quick, get it cut, get rid of it. It's okay when they're dried out and dead, but oh, when they're no, no. But anyways, not too much else down by the looks of things. Just a couple of smally kind of ones, you know, that I could just buzz off with the mower. When the mower's going here again, we'll just off with them. Off we go. Now, I like to put my little hitch back on the front of the little tractor so I could hook my trailer onto the front, and then I can carry my saws. I can flip around and use that for blowing the chips into, because there's some places out here I can't do the chipping because I'd have to chip it on the ground, then I have to clean all that up, right? So, whoa, it's windy. So, I might have to do that so I can put my little ball hitch back on the front of that tractor and then drive the trailer on the front of the tractor, steering it funny, and the chipper stays on the back mounted. Let's go have a look at the chipper right now. So yeah, to get that on, I have to remove this whole entire front lift thing and probably the drive shaft too. That kind of sucks because I'm probably going to want it back on again for the sweeper. And it's not the easiest thing to kind of, you know, get on and off. So I was thinking of putting like a mount on the back of the chipper, but I think it'd be way too much rear end weight for that thing. So basically I've got to take this whole thing, the shaft, all that comes off, and now somewhere, I think it's just over here, it was, Oh crap. What did I do with it? My big cleaning fluster thingy. I've put my little ball hitch attachment thingy dooey guy somewhere here. Oh, there it is. I know where it is. Yeah, it's right here. Right here. I didn't throw it out. Right there. So that goes on the front, and then you put your ball hitch dooey in the front there, and then I just hook my little green trailer to it. Or if I take the ball out of the thing, I could hook the big green trailer to it, which might be the way to go. That's it there. And that looks like what I had it set up for last, so that'll probably just use that. That should still be, yeah, it should still shoot into that. So I basically park the trailer and then come around the chipper and then just into the trailer. And I can take it and dump it. I can hook the lines coming off the front, so the trailer's out here. Hook the lines up, plug them in, and then have my power dump too. It's pretty sweet. Now I do have a little bit yet here to chip. Maybe I'll run that through it for you guys so you can see how she works if you haven't seen her before. There's this crap here that was on the line, which we got clear. And then we got this crap here, which I just shoved up here with the snowplow from the way at the back. Some of the bigger stuff, so it's still a little bit encased in a bit of snow here, so I kind of probably gotta wait until it's maybe mostly all melted out of here, which I figured it would have done today with all that rain, but it didn't seem to melt too much, so I don't know. Might have to get the forklift under there and just kind of to relieve it. But let's have a look at this, the big feller here. Ooh, would she ever snap away off, eh? Ooh, she's in rough shape, but it should suck that whole thing in. Now with a little tractor, oh yeah, that machine of mine is supposed to take an 8-inch log, which this is only about 5.5. So it'll suck that all in. I'll have to probably trim off the branches though, because that makes it wider and it won't suck it and feed it in just as well. So I'll zip all those off with a little saw and probably cut it into chunks so I can move it, and then just, I did a bit the other day here just to get her out and try her out, make sure she was all right, and it worked pretty good. We got some chips here that all mush down and make new dirt. All right, so yeah, she's all hooked on still. I just have to get to the spot and do her kind of thing, you know. It's pretty awesome. So let's just move her out a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Good. When it's up in the air, there's a lot of weight on this thing, out a long way too, right? So it makes it kind of interesting. But I think if I didn't have my loaded tires on the front and this hitch for the broom and stuff, it would probably be really bad. I don't know if I could actually lift it now, or it's still pretty heavy, but it does do a little bit of this when you're driving, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. She's a little bit bouncy there, but it's not really too bad. So, yeah. Now, if I can remember right, to get to the blades, I think was this side. If I can remember, I gotta get a, don't know what size that is, I'll go get some wrenches. Alright, I guess we better shut her off. That's kind of dangerous trying to get out of this stuff. Shut her down. Okay, so I did find it's a 16 mil for this thing. And usually I have a wrench with me when I'm using this thing if I'm going out with it, because sometimes, not so bad now because there's not much leaves, but sometimes the leaves will get kind of bunged up inside of the unit. And it does have lots of air holes, you know, to suck air in to help blow stuff out. But the leaves get bunged up in there, and then, you know, kind of, it doesn't help much. So it's right full of leaves. And then you got to tear it all apart, get all the leaves out of it, and try to clean her out. I hope I'm on the right side here. Now, how the heck was it I moved this thing before? There's a huge, massive, huge flywheel in here. I think actually I took the cover. No, I'm gonna have to take the PTO shaft off too, so I can turn it. Cause well, actually, you know what? That's not exactly true. It's true right now though. Crap, how did I do that before? I must have done that. Okay, hang on, I gotta try to get the shaft off of here. Okay, I remember how I did it now. Let me show you. This is, of course, the blade side because it feeds in here, right? There's only 2 huge mother blades on this thing, believe it or not. It's funny. I thought for sure there'd be a lot more than that, but there's not. So, I got the Dewey unhooked, and I remember in here now, I just went in here and slowly turned, kind of thing, you know. And these big plates I'm pulling on right now, get my everything all wedged in here. These are your fans. So it goes through the blades, comes through the huge mother flywheel in here, and then it gets fanned out by that thing. So here comes a blade. Just want to feel how sharp they are, because they do dull down. They're not that bad. They're not that bad. So there's one, and the other one is, I think, right on the other side. You can see how clean it is on this side though, right? Trying to do all this without getting a finger pinched, you know? There's the other blade. Yeah, I think they're actually not too bad, really, overall. They're not razor sharp, but they're not dull. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to make sure. I'm 98% sure there was only 2 blades on this, so I'm going to do a blade 1. But see, when you're feeding it through, it hits this blade, and it rips off chunks as it goes through. It gets sucked through by the fans, and then around and out the Dewey. So she works pretty darn good, I'm telling you. It's a pretty decent machine. There's a bit of stuff wrapped around in there, kind of weird too, so. Oh, there's just one spot where you just can't. Okay, so this one I'm gonna put a 2 on. So when she comes around again, hopefully I've got a 1 on the other side. Oh, I need my hand back. And there's the 1. So, 2-blader. 2-blader. And you know what? It doesn't actually do too bad at all, really. Really good job. But this I don't know. I don't really think it needs sharpening. And you'll laugh how I sharpen the blades on this thing. I just use the lawnmower blade sharpener and just zing, 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 zing through that. Really easy, nice and soft. a little bit at a time, and it actually works out pretty good. I don't know. Let me do a little test here. It's pretty sharp, honestly. There's no nicks out of them or nothing. I think I'm gonna drive on with them. And I think these were only one-sided, if I remember. So once this is kind of wore down too far, the gap will get bigger, and the chips should get bigger, really. Because there's not really a whole lot of blade on these things, which is kind of stupid. But when I did buy this thing, I did buy an extra set. But I think I'm going to keep going for now with those. They don't seem too bad. Yeah, I remember I did them once, and getting this off of here kind of sucked because you got a nut on the back and then this like Allen key thing on the front, and they kind of sucked. But I think maybe if I put my Allen key on here, my impact, small little 3/8 impact in the back, it might come off a little easier from what I can remember. So that's that. I think, I mean, they're not wicked sharp. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should do them, maybe I shouldn't do them. Need to get all the crud out of them here first. Maybe we'll take one of them off. This blade 1 off. Now, if I remember right, the only reason I sharpened them wasn't too long after I purchased this thing was because I took these off because it didn't seem to be chopping right. What is going on here? So I looked. One of the blades was razor sharp. And the other one, they hadn't even hardly put an edge really on it. It was like sharpened, but not sharp. So I thought that was kind of weird. Okay, let me go get some tools. Let's see if we can get this blade off of here. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to have much luck here with just an air tool gun. Maybe. Let's see here. Oh, that wasn't good. Crap! How am I going to get that out now? Forgot about that. Oh no! Is there an access in the bottom? There is an access on the bottom. Whew! I'm going to say that would totally suck. Okay, next hurdle. They are a lock nut, right? So you kind of got to back them off all the way. There's that one. That one I'm not going to be able to get with an air gun. I'm going to have to use a wrench or a ratchet on that one. Okay. So let me grab a ratchet now because I can't get in there with my gun. Well, actually, you know what? I could if I took this front cover off here because I want to check the belts anyway. So let's just do a little more disassembly. I want to check the drive belts under this cover. Well, that was loose anyways. There's a bunch of drive belts under this thing. I want to check and make sure they're still good. I think there's four drive belts, and there's probably a couple of Maybe grease fittings on some bearings or something under here. It probably should be done. I'm thinking. Yeah, there's 4 belts, and then there's one belt that goes down and drives the little hydraulic pump down below. So we're still looking pretty good. And there's a couple of bearing greasers there, so I'll get those too. I would like to kind of get this cover right out of here if I could. Well, that might not be possible while we're hooked on here. Well, that could be changed. Just get this thing loose again enough. There we go. Well, that can be changed. There. Alright, let's hook this back up so I don't lift it and like, oh crap. Wire. Okay, now we should be able to get that last bolt off. In there. In there somewhere. Those must be a really hard bolt. They feel really hard, you know, like a little harder than your normal grade 5, I think. That's better. All right. We only lost one. Well, that sort of sucks. And if I remember this right, this has to be in a certain spot to come out. Right there. Alright, now this blade can come out. I think. Yep. And there she is. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I might just touch them both up maybe. Probably should get down here and open that bottom cover up. Where'd my 15 go? I got a bunch of stick shrapnel. There's a bit of a chute underneath here that dumps all some of the crap out of the grabbers, we'll call it. There. And you end up with like a pile of crap on the side as well, but oh crap, where did that one go? There. Hopefully I can get this bolt from here. It should be the kind of lowest bottomest point, I would assume. Leave her off, I guess, for now, because I'm sure I'll probably drop one of the other ones. Oh, that may not come out of there. It's a little tighter than I thought it was. Well, that's not good. That's not good. How the crap am I supposed to get that little nut out of there now? I thought there might have been a little more room there than that. But apparently not. Oh crap. Haha! Success! I've got, hang on, I can get you in the right spot. I got a finger width to get that nut out. Ooh boy. That's going through the blade I just took off, and it's actually quite sharp. dirty thing. Now I don't know where it went. There it is. I can just get them flicked up and over. There we go. Woo! Woo! All right, let's find our next blade. We'll clean those dewies out and get him out. All right, let's get this second blade off of here. Just find here again. And my little Allen key, and that dewey, important dewey. That one's tight. Well then. I'm not too sure why that one's so tight. Well then. Oh. I might have to use some other form of power, as an arm power. Now these things aren't really that tight, but apparently these ones were. Actually, I probably don't need the Allen key right yet. Oh, goodness. Not too sure why this one's so tight. Holy Nikes. So these things are I think a fairly high quality steel, so I likely won't have to take really a whole pile off, so I shouldn't have to like a rebalance on them, because I don't know how you would. You'd have to balance weigh one and weigh the other one, make sure they're both the same. I don't really have a good enough scale for that kind of accuracy for getting it that close. So I wonder if like a postal scale might get it for you. That way you could wait, no, this bolt and nut on this one. That way you could get them fairly close to have it balanced on the flywheel. Which I do have a postal scale, but I don't know if it goes up to this kind of much weight. It's just like a small scale for measuring letters. Or as I was saying, I don't think it goes that high of a weight, so I'll just put a little bit more of an edge back on her, I guess, and we'll drive on from there. Yeah, that bolt didn't come out, and that's going to maybe give me a bit of grief. There. Get her to the right spot, and out she comes. And get her without dropping her. Cutting my finger. Out comes our blade. Okay, so there we go. We got to go in, clean these up a little bit, and then we'll just run them through the sharpener. Alright, well first of all I want to do some stone dressing here to get the stone nice and flat. This is a diamond dressing tool. I just have to shave a little bit off because it's got a bit of a round in it. That doesn't look too bad. It's pretty dirty, dusty, this crap. That really takes a lot of stone off really fast. So anyways, we'll have a closer look at her. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Now I got to also adjust for the angle that they've got cut into this blade here. And I've got to adjust my sharpener, unfortunately, for that. Whenever this wheel stops. Alright, and what I got to adjust is the bevel. The bevel. Because I want that to be... doesn't look too far off there, really. Let me get my glasses off again so I can see a little better. Yeah, it's got to be a little higher. So a little bit more of a bevel on it. I'm going to give her just a quick little zing, just to kind of see where it's sitting. Yeah, it's got to have more bevel. So I can just see by where it's hit there. It's going to make it too sharp. Sharp as in angle. Need more angle. Okay, so we got to let that slow down again. And we have to adjust our bevel. Alright, and this is how we achieve that. You can see here, up, longer bevel, down, shorter bevel. So we want to go up. And that will, you can sort of see it, raising it up off our platform. Okay, so if I can get the light right, you can see there I got her adjusted now, so it's taken a nice straight cut all the way across the bevel. Now the trouble is, with a round dewey there, you're going to have a little bit of a, it's going to be lower in the middle than the outsides, if you know what I mean, because of the round disc thing. Now if you look at both of these, the one I've sharpened, and I guess the other one I must not have, I can't remember now, but you can see the angle difference. It's got a bit of a bow here where this one's straight, so the other one they must do with, I don't know, some other kind of grinder thing. But I think we're ready. My glasses back on. Like I say, I don't need to take a whole pile off of these, so just want to double check and make sure we're still good here after I tightened everything. And the bevel's off a little bit, but I think it'll be alright. If I could hold her straight, it'd be even better. Yeah, I'm off a little bit. Sometimes I found with this thing, after you tighten everything down, it changes it a little bit. But it's not that bad off. This will actually give it more of a bevel, so it'll give it more of a sharp edge. It's a tricky thing to sharpen, though. You know what? I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna adjust that again. Okay, I got her bang on perfect now. I'm taking one nice swipe off the whole entire length of the bevel. She doesn't need much more, just a couple more passes, I think. see a couple little spots I left it sitting a little bit too long. I gotta try to smooth that out a little bit. Oh yeah, she's getting a little sharper now. Whoa! It's hard to, there's nothing to grab on this thing. It's hard to know. Taking off much per time, right? So I'll keep working at this. It's probably going to take a few more passes here. She's getting there though, and then we'll do this other one, and then hopefully we should be good to rock. Well, she's not a factory laser cut edge, but I'd say she's pretty darn good. It feels, when you can feel like your finger dewy, imprint dewy, finger thingy, fingerprint dewy thingy going over it, and you can feel like the bumps. That's pretty darn sharp. Let's give her a little test here. I like to do this test too, where you can scrape off like fingernail stuff. That's pretty good. So that one's good, I'd say. Now we got to do the other one, and I won't put you through all that. This still took another, probably 20-30 passes to get her where I wanted it. And it's probably not the right way to do it, but you know what? It's the only way I've got to do her, so we'll hit this one. This one's going to need a little bit because I got to, I don't know if that's a perfectly flat level area, but there, it's off a little bit, so it's going to need a bit of shaving, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that difference in there, but let's see here. We'll get you off of this thing. Come on, thing. Okay, so yeah, you can see. That's why I'm going to line it up like this, I think. You can see the difference. I got to take a fair bit off of this to make them both the same, right? That's how I'm going to do it anyways. You could weigh it, I guess, too, but I think if I get those both lined up, it should be pretty close. So there's the very first pass. You can see the, because of the roundness of that stone, unfortunately that's kind of the way it has to end up. It'll have a little bit of a whoop in the middle, but it'll be so sharp so fast the wood won't even know. So there's after about 40 passes. She's starting to come, but it's definitely going to take a while. So I won't put you through watching all that. It'll take me a while to get her the bevel down right, and then to get her ground down so it's the right same height as the other blade. Alright, well, I'm still sharpening, but I didn't want to get the blade heated up too much. So I figured I'd do some greasing while I was waiting. So I've got these two main bearings on the front I've already done. So you take, and of course I run out of grease on my gun. Figures. Okay, reloaded. And really hate having to re-bleed this thing. Sometimes it goes good. Until it's not really there, now she's pumping a bit. The line starts to flex, right? And I know that she's primed again. Now, I really don't understand what I'm greasing here. Because these are in a this is a housing for a sealed bearing. And all it's doing is squeezing grease around the outside of that. So I really don't understand what it's greasing, because these are all sealed bearings in these things. But anyways, it's got grease fitting, so I'm going to grease them. The little cap dewey's back on. Yeah, I really don't understand what it's actually greasing. But anyways, I think there's a couple on the other side. I'll get them too. Well, still sharpening, but it was starting to get warm again, so starting to run out of light here too, so I might have to turn on my my Dewey. Sort of a little better. Yeah, I'll let her cool down. I don't want to get her too smoking hot, right? And end up cooking the frickin' blade. So these, I'm going to look at all these and make sure the faces on these bolts are still good, as in not dirty or whatever. They don't look too bad. It looked like most of the credit stayed actually on the blade itself. Yeah. I think they're probably pretty good. But I do have to make sure it's good and clean what's inside here, which I don't know if I can really show you guys now because of dark and crappy out here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see much, but anyway. Not too bad. And up here, where it comes through, it's pretty good. Okay, well, we'll let her cool and keep some more, do some more sharpening. But yeah, that's a screen there that goes on the front that I'm working through right now. And it lets air come in there, sucks air in for the fan part. And then, oh, there's holes all through here to let air in. And I think that mostly must be about it. Yeah, I think so. And yeah, so it gets lots of air, because if you don't, the stuff will get trapped in there and not fired out, right? So needs lots of air, sucks lots of air with those big fans in there, really draws it in good. Oh yeah, there was one piece of stuff here. Now this is a hydraulically driven thing that sucks the stuff in, right? Way down here somehow there's a piece of stuff that got lodged in there. I gotta see if I can get that out. There, that stupid thing there got lodged down way down in here and rub it on the shaft here, and probably not doing it any good. One thing I don't super like about this chipper is if you're starting to feed stuff in, there's these great big springs. I had to take this one off to loosen the pressure a little bit. These great big springs that go on here. And then this guy goes back on here like that. And I got these eye bolts tightened right up so it pulls as much tension on as you can. Because what it does is it pulls pressure down on this top thing here. And then inside of there is your little wheel that's spinning with the one on the bottom. And what happens is there's not enough pressure pulling down on the piece of wood going in. It ends up like skidding and ripping the wood because these have like a sharp edge on them for grabbing, right? And I don't know if I want to put a stronger spring on there or what, because sometimes you do have to activate this lever, pull it down. I don't know if you can see in there now, but it lifts this thing up to let the bigger logs in, right? And then once it gets going, you just, then it sucks her in. But I find a lot of times it's skipping on the stuff, and I have to push down a little bit more pressure with a little arm here, because when it's up higher, when the branch is in there, it actually hits on here a little better, and this pushes down on that top roller and it gets more traction to suck her in. But I haven't added tougher springs yet, but I don't know. But then this thing here is for your forward and reverse, so you pull her there for out towards you for sucking in, and if all of a sudden I get sucked in, I hit this thing off and then it stops, right? So if it happens to grab me and pull me too, so but that's the idea how that's supposed to work. Help you from getting sucked into the machine, because it would just suck you in there and you wouldn't, well, you would eventually stop because it's not that big of an opening, but you'd definitely be losing right up to the as far as went in kind of thing. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna go do some more sharpening. I should have her in the next series of sharpenings, and we'll throw her all back together. Well, it's getting kind of darkish, but I think we can do at least this reassembly with the light on. So that other one, oh man, because I had to take a lot more off to make them both equal. Ooh, is it ever sharp? Holy Hannah, it is going to be awesome. Okay, what am I looking for? I need that. I need just get the nuts on, I guess, for now. Sure the surface is good. I think we're all right. And these are pretty foolproof which way they got to go back on, which is good. Just a little piece right there. Yeah, they're pretty foolproof because they have the countersunk heads on these blades here. Stay, you rat. So they're pretty foolproof to, you know, not mess them up. Now I probably should be using new bolts and nuts. Whenever you do redo these, but fortunately I no have. I would imagine you should probably at least be using new nuts. I'm trying my hardest not to drop it, as that would totally suck. Pull some crap off. And this thing is gonna rip. This is gonna be wicked awesome sharp now. Okay, I am probably just gonna bap these back on with my little impact here. Oh crap. Where did I put the Dewey? Oh, it's on the thing here. And we'll just make sure that the gun's going the right way. Oh, there was that stringy bit inside. I got that pulled out too. Okay, let's tighten this one first. I go tighten this one next. Back to this one. Ow. And we'll do the last one. And I want to do it with my ratchet too, just to feel and see how tight things are. Probably good. Now this would be a nice time to have the flywheel to lock. I think they're pretty good. I'm just gonna snug them a little more. This thing doesn't put a whole pile of torque. So. But you know, it's decent. It's decent torque on it, but not piles. Well, I can't move her anymore much, so that's pretty good. I And I'm sure there's a torque spec to these, but you know what? Tight is good, I say. Okay, let's roll around. We'll get number 2 about there. Just a little bit of crap here to get off. I'll try to zoom in through this line. It's not going to be great, is it? Oh well, we'll just leave it out there. It's just a bit too dark now. This will actually be shorter than what those are now anyway, so that's alright. Okay, we got to get our other bolts. And of course our blade would help too. Holy frig, this is gonna chew awesome. Oh, that is so wicked sharp. Whew. Trouble is, it's probably not gonna last for too long. Hopefully it lasts for a little bit though. Tomorrow, if it's nice-ish, not raining and crappy, or I can get cameras going, we'll do some chipping. It feels funny. Put it all backwards. Duh. Probably should have got new nuts, but these are probably like a metric bolt or something weird too. I likely wouldn't have any of those things. So that's alright. I think I'm just gonna crank it on with the gun and drive on. They seem to be pretty decently tight there, so alright, let's grab our gun. Funny, the air compressor hasn't even turned back on yet. $16mm bolts these are, or nuts, sorry. Ow. I don't even think I really need these Allen keys. It doesn't do anything. Like, it's not gonna spin with that taper on these things, I don't think. Maybe it helps a bit, I don't know. I guess the start of it helps. That's pretty tight. Good. Get out. You're out. Okay. Now we can put some covers back together. Let me get some more bolts. And I know the light's getting kind of crappy, but sorry, can't do too much about her. So okay, so these covers can go back. This one's on the bottom here. Glad that cover was there. Oh, there we go. right. Something looks a little fishy there. I think it's right. It must ramp up a bit. Yeah, okay. Okay, this cover can go on. Where did I put it? Put it here somewhere. Somewhere, I put it. That's the front cover with the holes in it, I know that. That's the front cover. Oh, there it is. Found them. Found them. That's funny how I said, oh, funny the air compressor hasn't come back on yet. And lo and behold, a few minutes later, on she goes. Okay. And then we'll go smarsh on this front one. Yeah, you won't be able to see that maybe too well at all. Well, maybe not too bad. Trouble is I gotta kind of be right here to put it on. Hang on. There, that's a lot better. So yeah, this is the one that you gotta kind of keep the screen clean. Smells like wood chips. Imagine that. And 2 bolts. That one, and that one. And that can go back on here. And if you're interested, I'll post the link to where I got this thing from. And they have quite a few different things. They were kind of somewhat sort of local to me. Now it is Chinese made, but you know what? Honestly, I have not had a problem at all with it. Other than it sometimes gets clogged up, but that's my fault for feeding her too fast. Too many leaves kind of thing. Yeah, so that's that. The belts I looked at, they're not cracked or worn or nothing weird, and they're fairly tight. And how the heck was it that this... There's something they do here for tightening this. I can't see it really too well now. It's getting too dark. So anyways, let's pull off the top link here again. See if I can fish on this cover here again. Maybe use it around here somewhere. A wire. Safety is important. And these just had these little wing nut dewies on it. It's not really the best perfect fit for some reason. I don't know why, but I mean, it does fit. Wing nut dewey. Oh, I just seen a sign on here. Torque, chipper, blade, bolts to 35 to 40 foot-pounds. Well, they're probably at about 70, maybe 60, 70. So they're maybe a little bit too tight. But it says to torque chipper blade bolts to 35 to 40 pounds to prevent breakage. Well, a little bit extra tight I don't think it's going to really hurt. Okay, I got to go around the other side and put these other winger nuts on. Alright, I think we're all reassembled. Let's give her a fire up and make sure there's no funny sounding noises that shouldn't be funny, shouldn't be there. Hopefully not. And this tractor is pretty sweet. It senses a load on your PTO. So it doesn't just go blah, and then kill it. It'll and start going. So you just pull the mower on like we would the mower PTO. You can see how kind of it doesn't just go blah. He's rocking a little bit. That didn't sound too bad. A couple little things getting blown out already. Little shrapnel bits that were in there. So you can see in here, I know it's getting dark. That's why I got light. Something in there is ticking. There you can see the blades are spinning, not really that fast yet, but you can see where those two rollers are meeting it. Suck things in, right? Probably a little stick in there somewhere that's tickling a little bit. But anyways, everything's hydraulically driven too, like the big tank there, of course, that's for the hydraulic fluid. The one belt drives off the front here, drives the pump, which is down in here. Kind of can't see it, I know, I'll show you tomorrow when it's better light. And which drives these two orbital motors. Sucks the things in, and this is my controller here. So that's going the other way now, the unfeed and then the refeed. Right in the middle is the neutral. And basically I just fired up to rated RPM here. Sounds good. Ready for work. Tomorrow work. And this flywheel's so big it kind of keeps turning and turning until she stops. So there we go. All right, well I guess that's that for today. So I'm just looking at some camera footage. This was from the 24th, from when some of the branches and stuff fell. Be kind of interesting to see. I don't know exactly when they were, but well, they're between there and there anyways. It got really bad all of a sudden or something. Let's go 16 times maybe. There's a car in, car out. 5:52 p.m. I just kind of wanted to see what happened all of a sudden. Oh, there it is. There's some more. Ah! What the heck happened there? 5:02. Oh, the power went out. That's why. No, now it says 6. What? 6 p.m. What? Oh, this thing might have been having some issues with power and stuff going out. I don't exactly know why or what it's done here, but 4 times. We're at 6, just 6:01 right now. Hmm. 6:28. Oh yeah, she's raining. You can see the rain in there, so stuff will be getting really heavy. Man, oh man. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. 6:14, it's already on. Oh no, oh, man, it just keeps jumping around. Huh. See, the power was on and off too, so I don't know. Whatever. She was a wicked crappy storm, that's for sure. This poor tree here, it's got a lot of dead bits up the center, which is kind of hard to get to cut. So let's let Mother Nature do her own. Oh, I can't just like zoom a little bit. Wish I had a keyboard I could just ding ding ding. Oh yeah, it's just I'm not gonna be able to capture, but right now it's raining pretty good out here. You can see the rainage, and so stuff is already starting to get heavy on these branches, you can see, right? So that'll be kind of a neat time lapse, but lots of little bits falling and stuff. I wish the camera was pointing a little more. Oh, there's a big one that fell. I wish the camera was pointing a little more to the right. I could have seen that big feller fall. That would have been pretty. Whew. But anyways, have a look. Oh yeah. Okay, so look at these trees here. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, they're not even in the picture here hardly. Okay, so maybe keep an eye on that pole. So this is 8:39 a.m. Oh, there comes me cleaning snow again. Okay, so it was that night we got this crap. So let's fast forward. 2:24 hasn't really started yet. 4:04, it's starting to get a little coating on it. It is raining. Oh, I don't know what that was. Wasn't me though. Huh. Fast forward a bit more. 5 something. 5:45. See, they're getting pretty coated, pretty heavily coated. Zip ahead to 6:57. More coatings. There's the ones on the ground now. Well, let's zip ahead a little bit more to 9:07. There you go. They're getting pretty heavy now. No wonder stuff was breaking. And 11:02. I think by then it had stopped raining. Thank frickin' goodness. So that branch probably, this one here probably went down, oh, maybe a good couple of foot, maybe 3 feet from where it was normally sitting. Pay particular attention to this one off of this tree. I'll zip back here a little bit. It's not even like near the ground at all. Poor trees, eh? Oh, no, I don't know. That wasn't me. Now what about this thing over here? Let's zip ahead a bit. I can't even see it that far away. But anyways, there we go. Sweet. 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 And I still got my light on outside there, so that's why it looks so bright. It doesn't look much different though, really. Wow, that's amazing. Let's just set this camera up for a second here if I can. It's not going to get a very good shot for you. Oh well, I want to see what it looked like before and after. But anyways, okay, here's the before. And there's the after. I guess it really doesn't change a whole lot because of the light from the pole there. But it's not quite as shadowy. But anyways, that's pretty sweet. Anyways, yeah, tomorrow, if she's a nicer-ish day, not raining and crappy like it was today, we'll set up the Dewey here and do some chipping for you. That'd be kind of sweet. And I got a fair little bit to go through here, but it won't take too long. But that might be it for tomorrow's video. Just because I gotta have to, once I get this thing going, I'm just gonna keep going around and start doing a whole bunch of stuff back there, right, and get rid of it all, so chew it all up. So I'm not too sure exactly what I want to do yet with her for trailer wise. I don't know, I got some crap that's in the middle of the sections back there. I can't really kind of just chip it onto the ground. I need a trailer. But those ones, maybe I'll just throw in the loader bucket, get rid of them that way, or take them over to somewhere else so I can chip them. But we'll do that maybe tomorrow, like I say, if it's not too bad of a day. And yeah, but anyways, I better get out of here. It's freaking dark. Holy cow, it's been a long day. Chickens and everything today, and now we're servicing chippers. So anyways, have a good night. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you tomorrow for some chippy action. Well, I put the old pool, rotten old pool, got holes in it last year. The kids were swimming in, got holes in it. Anyways, plastic, what do you expect? Put that over top so it kind of didn't leak so much on them. Let's have a look inside here and see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, chooks. You'll be fine. You're all huddled down nice and warm. Hopefully you know where to put your eggs in the morning. Have a good seat, chooks. Yeah, I don't know, boys. I don't know. This chicken thing is all right, but I'm kind of leaning towards maybe one of those ones that they had over there today. It was pretty sweet. But anyways, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.